Hello everyone, welcome to Exam B. Grade A NABARD notification of 2020 is now available on the NABARD website. Let me go through the vacancies, eligibility criteria, exam pattern, what are salary and benefits, previous year cutoff, syllabus, what are the suggested book and how to apply, what caution you have to take care of. Total there are 154 vacancies and in general where all graduates are eligible, I'll come to that. There are 69 vacancies and then there are 16 vacancies in finance. We'll discuss the education qualification required, and in IT information technology there are 12 vacancies. Similarly for other chartered accountant 8, agri economics 5, general agriculture 4, environment engineering 4 and Rajbhasha legal all are there. 4 vacancies for assistant manager personal and security department. These are detailed in the separate notification. Please see this if you are applying there. For rest of you, this is the notification on the NABARD website. Some important points: apply only for one post. If you apply for more than one, the last application will be considered, and all these qualifications shall be fulfilled on 1st January 2020. If your exam result has come on 2nd January, then you are not eligible. And as there are various disciplines, so when the bachelor degree in a particular discipline is asked, it means that you have studied that discipline as the main subject. It cannot be your one of the subject. Many people ask this question in all the semesters or all the years as per your university. If your university has a GPA system and the conversion formula is not given, please understand, when conversion formula is not given, then this conversion formula will be applied by the NABARD. As on 1st January 2020, you shall be between the age of 21 to 30 years. It means you shall not be born before 2nd January 1990 and not later than 1st January 1999. For OBC candidate, 3-year relaxation in the upper age limit, and 5 years in case of the SC/ST, ex-serviceman. Remember this, no cumulative age relaxation will be given. General post, 69 vacancies as we saw, graduate in any discipline with 50% marks. For SC/ST PWBD, it is 45% marks. And suppose you don't have 50% marks in your graduation. So if you have 50% marks in your post-graduation's master's degree, same 45% again for SC/ST PWBD, or you are a PhD, CA, cost accountant, company secretary, or you have done MBA, 2-year MBA, then also you are eligible. There is no change in this year exam pattern. 200 marks total in prelims, 2-hour multiple choice question based paper consisting of reasoning, English, computer knowledge, general awareness, quantitative aptitude, economic and social issues with focus on rural India. Understand this very clearly because this ESI and ARD is both 40 marks. If you take both, so this becomes 40% of your prelims exam. And this is also going to be helpful in the mains exam. You cannot clear NABARD exam without studying this section very properly. I will discuss the cutoff. Preliminary exam is qualifying. So here the idea is to take for mains exam in a ratio of 1:25. And also there is a negative marking in the prelims exam. For wrong answers, 1/4 marks will be deducted. Coming to the mains exam, which is going to be counted for your final selection. Paper 1 is of descriptive English. You have to write essay, you have to read a paragraph for reading comprehension, you have to do some report writing, letter writing, etc. And this is descriptive, 100 marks, 1.5 for exam. Paper 2 is going to be MCQ based, and as I said, it is of economic and social issues and agriculture and rural development with focus on rural India. Guys, please understand, the NABARD exam is not really testing you for agriculture but for agriculture and rural development, because for rural development agriculture is very critical. That aspect of agriculture which any graduate can understand well, and you have to know it for understanding rural economy. These type of questions are asked in the exam. I am going to tell you how you can find out the exact question. Interview is of 25 marks. So your selection is based on this 200 marks in written and 25 marks in interview. So out of this 225, what you score is deciding your selection, and this is the cutoff, because first you have to clear prelims. So last year prelims cutoff, if I talk about general, so out of 200 marks, 129 is the cutoff. very high, and likewise you can see the cutoff in different discipline and in different categories. Also there is minimum sectional cutoff which is actually very low, so you shall not be bothered much about it, because I don't think without getting sufficient marks in any of the section, whether it is reasoning, English, computer knowledge, general awareness, ESI, ARD and quantitative aptitude, you can get these many marks. Once you reach to the mains, then the real competition starts. So you know the exam is on 25th February. You have about 40 days and you have to prepare in a balanced way. First you have to ensure that you are cracking phase 1. But if you are really good, you have to also prepare for phase 2. Right now you can decide last 15 days before the exam you want to completely focus on phase 1, yes, or it may be 20 or 30 days in case of some of you. So the general cutoff for unreserved category is 127.5 last year, but I am telling you this 127.5 is also of no use, because practically you will not be selected if you get 125.5 marks. Even if you get 25 marks in interview, you are not reaching to the final selection cutoff. This is the final selection at 154 marks. So even if you assume that you are getting 20 marks in interview, good marks, 20 out of 25, so you shall aim 134 in the mains so that you reach here, but this may change this year. So on a safer side, you shall target somewhere between 140 145 marks in the mains exam for unreserved general category, general discipline, and that you can do by balancing your studies of English descriptive. Many people don't pay enough attention to English descriptive, which is 50% of your mains exam here, 100 marks. And I'm reminding you, this is not about writing a good essay, it is mainly about writing correct English. So likewise you can check the final selection cutoff, and this is the waitlist cutoff. In some of the discipline, some waitlist candidate also got the offer letter, because many a candidate get multiple selections, RBI, SEBI, NABARD. So if you are lucky, you may get chance even if you are on waiting list. And for prelims exam, these are the exam centers. You may pause the video if you want to know the center in your state. And application fee is 800 rupees. For rest of you, for SC, ST, PWBD, it is 150 rupees. I have made a separate video on the salary, perks and job profile of NABARD officer. But if I have to summarize, the gross salary 62,600 rupees as mentioned here, and in addition to this there are perks like accommodation by the bank, reimbursement for fuel, newspaper, internet, book grant, furnishing of your residence, free dispensary in the office, and also reimbursement of all medical expenses for you and your family members. Also you get interest free festival advance, leave travel concession. Once in 2 years you can travel with your family anywhere. Loans and advances at very low interest for buying a house, car, education of children and other consumer articles. And you will be governed by new pension scheme which happens in all government job now. Benefits of gratuity and group insurance plans are also there. You have to apply on the NABARD website. The application link is open now. You have to do it latest by 2nd February, but I will suggest you to do it ASAP so that then you can focus on your preparation. Be careful that you take a photograph and scan it. The size of the photograph is 4.5 by 3.5 centimeters and the signature has to be in black ink. Guys, I have written this in black ink. Now don't do any mistake. Take thumb impression, left thumb impression on a white paper with a black or blue ink. You have to submit a handwritten declaration and you have to scan it. The text for the handwritten declaration is given there in the notification. This you have to do on a white paper with a black ink, and signature means your sign, not that you have to write your name in your capital letter. That will not be accepted, clearly mentioned here. And the thumb impression shall also be properly scanned. If by any chance your left thumb impression is not possible, there is some injury or thumb is not there, then you can use the right one. Syllabus and how you are going to prepare, what kind of books are there. So syllabus is very general in nature and there is no change in the syllabus. It is about nature of Indian economy. It is about inflation. Very general idea about inflation will do. Don't go as much deep as we go in the RBI grade B exam that you have to understand the theories of inflation. No. Poverty alleviation and employment generation in India. The data on rural and urban poverty, name of the committees are important. Likewise, population trend, population policy, Agriculture. About agriculture, you have to know all important data about agriculture: surveys, food grain production, milk production, fruit production, rural credit, because NABARD is the apex institute for rural credit. So here you have to go a little bit in detail, understand what are the priority sector guideline, what are financial inclusion agendas for bank, what is business correspondent, business facilitator, what is SHG lending in industry. No need to understand the theory of these policies, just current data will be good enough. And likewise on globalization of the economy, understand the headquarter and chief of these: IMF, World Bank, Asian Development Bank, Regional Economic Corporation. There were news items about these. Social structure in India, again lot of things about the demography, education, literacy, social justice. Mainly the latest development about all this will be good enough for clearing the exam. You need not to go to any book to study this. And for agriculture, understand the basics of agriculture, but in some of the topics you have to study like classification of the field crop, what is rabi crop, what are kharif crop, major branches of the agriculture like horticulture, agronomy, soil science, factors affecting crop production. These agroclimatic zones questions have been asked on that. Questions have been asked on different types of soil, cropping pattern, different type of seeds, and important terms like precision farming, drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, organic farming, crop intensification, major soil types, soil fertility, water resources, types of irrigation, and also important terms in farm and farm engineering, plantation and horticulture, major data about major crops. And in animal husbandry, there will be definitely few questions. It can be important breeds of maybe cattle, buffalo, poultry, the area required for their feed and rearing, their classification, concept of mixed farming, because livestock is an important part of Indian agriculture. And similarly important things about fisheries, forestry, agriculture extension, role of Krishi Vigyan Kendra, how the agriculture technology is disseminated, ecology and climate change. Here again, important latest development will be most useful for the exam, and overall status of the Indian agriculture as of today. On rural development side, structure of rural economy, rural population, important data about Panchayati Raj institutions, programs like MNREGA, NRLM, Swachh Bharat, rural housing, Pura. So again I am repeating, you don't read it from books because books are not updated, but some of the books, because you want to know about agriculture, I have listed here. However, the best way to prepare is first go to the mock test and previous year papers. So at exam B, you can go to the previous year paper of NABARD, see what are the types of questions asked. That will give you a direction what you need to study. Still you need help, you can go to the demo course at iexamb.com. This demo course is a free sample of the complete course, which is based on video, PDF notes, large number of practice questions, live classes, mock test for descriptive English. I said 50% weightage in the mains exam, and mock test. Faculty members, expert for phase 1 and phase 2 will answer all your questions and also do strategic guidance for you to clear the exam. So start with attempting the previous year questions, find out your gaps, utilize this opportunity to make a great career. Good luck.